Hi everyone, I hope you're all well. I'm using the Crystal Vision Tarot cards deck today for our message. I'll choose 3 cards, I'll read the base of the pack, and I'll also choose one from the Anastasia pack as well for some extra guidance from the universe. So I'm setting the intention for a reading for the highest and greatest good for the collective or anyone who views this video. And these readings work that they read the energy. So there we have 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so the first card is the ego, the devil. So this is what we are going through at this time. Things are presenting themselves out there in the outside world, and we are going into duality, we are judging, we are stepping back into our ego, we are being tempted to judge. So this card is a reminder that when we come from our hearts, we are in a place of unity. Whatever we send out comes back. If we are sending out worry, if we are sending out sadness or anything like that, it goes to the situation that we are focusing on. So we're not coming from a place of love, we're coming from a place of the lower vibration in this 3rd dimensional matrix. So we're being urged to come out of our ego, to not judge, to allow our energy to merge into our heart space, come completely out of our minds, letting go of all thoughts now, coming into our heart space and allowing our heart space to expand. And as it expands, it creates stillness within us. It creates a neutralizing of our heart rate, our heartbeat, which balances our left side and our right side of our brain, bringing us back into balance. So there's lots of this happening at the moment, this card. And this is Eve, and she's old of the apple there. And we have the horned being, who looks like Hades in this. The horned being who is sat there just waiting for her to go into that temptation. And we're all being tempted now. We are all being tempted to put our perceptions and our opinions and throw our anger out there. When we do that, we're coming from a place that is going to feed that energy. And we've come from one, we've just come out of a pandemic, straight into this new situation that's occurring in the world. So no sooner have we come out of one, we're heading completely into another. And we will keep heading into one situation after another until we stop listening to what is going on out there. And again, it's not that we don't care. We do, and we are coming from a place of our hearts, and we're sending healing throughout the world. and into the world, into the heart of Mother Earth. We are receiving these light codes, this heart activation at this time, activating our heart space. And this light that is entering Earth has got light medicine held within it, and we will all take the complete perfect amount that we require for our heart healing. And if we're in our heads looking at everything that's going on that is causing distress, we are blocking this energy from coming in and being able to anchor in our hearts. So this is the ego. We've stepped into the ego. This is the energy of what's happening at this moment. And it's not saying that this person is bad and that person is bad. It's the energy that we've all stepped into, and a reminder to realise that everything is in divine order. There is a divine plan, even if we cannot see it. It's about stepping in faith. We're all here at this time to ascend through this, not to get entangled in it. We can help people in our family, our friends, our community, but anything outside of that, unless they are knocking at our door, the greatest thing we can do is send our love and prayers and not have a opinion about it, about any of it, because no one truly knows what is going on. We have a storyline, a narrative that's being fed from one source, and it's only when we pull away and start to really be aware of what we're listening to. So this is the energy, not very pleasant one, and it is here at this moment in time. But then we have the Nine of Cups, and this beautiful fairy is sat in the tree. All her 9 cups are full. She is receiving downloads from the moon, which are igniting intuition, spiritual gifts. She is sat there and she is manifesting. So the cups are all about our dreams, our manifestations, our relationships, our emotions, and she sat there feeling really at peace. And this is what we are being asked to do. There are so many realities in this moment in time bleeding into this one, and whichever reality we focus upon, that is the reality that we are going to step into. So during this time, go out into nature, come into your heart space, feel the expansion, feel the joy, feel the love that is entering our hearts from the divine, from these beautiful activations that are occurring now. When we're in stillness, that's when it occurs. It can't happen when we're in chaos, when our mind is going through every single challenge that's outside. We have no control over the outside. The only control we have is over our emotions and our thoughts and how we act. So when we come in and when we are praying for peace, we can only find peace ourselves. We can't pray for peace and then expect the whole world to be at peace, even our next door neighbour. It's that when we feel this peace within, regardless of the noise outside of us, it creates a stillness all around us. Because everyone outside of us, they have their own free will. So if they want to stay in chaos, if they want to stay in that place of the ego and go into battle and go into conflict, that is their free will. And as we pray for peace, regardless of what's going on around us, each one of us pray for peace, and we hold that space and we stay in that peace. That energy comes out and affects the whole of our reality, brings healing to the world. So the Nine of Cups is saying everything's there. The nines are about completion. Sitting and really listening to that divine, those messages that are coming through now, that are helping us and guiding us into a beautiful reality. This is, after this card is the Ten of Cups, where it's the ultimate. So she's almost there, we are almost there, to come into that stillness, to listen to the energy that's coming in, to feel those activations within our heart chakra. And then we have the Lovers. So this is the activations of the heart, guiding us into love. First and foremost, we have to love ourselves and to see love all around us, not to focus on anything that is distressing us, because as we focus on it and we get distressed and we get upset, that does not solve anything. It doesn't bring peace. It actually feeds the conflict. So we're going through these tests at this time. We are being tested within our heart, within our light, to hold the vision, the reality that we wish to create. And again, this is the divine masculine, the divine feminine. It's the energy of the year, number 6. It's the Lovers. It's connected to Mercury, the planet. So Mercury is the planet of communication. So being mindful of how we're speaking at this time. That if we are throwing words out there that are contaminated by what we're seeing, we're just feeding. We're feeding the conflict. When we ask to be shown the divine truth and pray that the truth comes to us all and sets us free from being held captive in fear and control. So we have the Lovers here. So this is love going to a deeper level if you're already in a relationship. And it's also love coming in now. And as we are choosing to focus on peace, on love, we are starting to actually step into that reality, which is what we are now moving into that reality. It's already there, it's already manifest. We're starting to move into it. We're coming to this split, this complete split from our ego into love, into our heart center. And that's where we'll find the greatest love, in our hearts, not in our heads. That's where we'll feel the most profound love, in our hearts. We can't feel it in our heads. And if we look for it outside of us, it will always evade us. It's within us, and as we feel it within and feel the actual strength of that love, we feel it within, and then it starts to come all around us. It starts to surround us with everyone that comes into our lives. We see the beauty in them. So many hearts are being activated now, making sure that our hearts are being activated with love, with compassion, with empathy. And we will move into this beautiful relationship, first and foremost, with ourselves, with the divine masculine and feminine within. And then the balance, the beautiful balance all around us. We start to create this life of harmony. And then underneath there we have the Four of Wands, and this is a beautiful card. She's there on a beautiful horse with a male friend there, a partner, supporting her, helping her to step from the horse, so the support's there. Horses are a symbol of support, of the help coming in, and the ones are there in the ground, all shining with beautiful light. So this is a card of a foundation of love, of beautiful, joyous abundance, prosperity, love, support, heart connections, and a life built with the structure of love and truth. So as we move in, and this is very brief, whatever is going on now, it's going to be very brief, because we're all now activating our heart chakras. We are not participating in the outside reality anymore. We're going in, creating that sacred space within, and anchoring this sacred light into Mother Earth, and filling Earth with love and with light. And so this is a new structure, a new life, a new world being built. Hold the vision now, hold it. Stronger than ever before. Don't take your eyes, don't take your gaze away from the reality that you wish to manifest, that you wish to step into. Leave the conflicts behind. We have a choice. There is a split happening, a shift that is really happening now immensely. And as we choose peace, and we choose love, and we choose compassion, and we choose acceptance, our world, our lives become extremely happy. We become extremely healthy. Choosing love is choosing health, is choosing happiness, choosing abundance, choosing freedom. So I'm asking now for a message from Anna Stark's pack. I'm asking for the collective, for the highest and greatest good, for the collective, in the Galactic Masters of Light. There we have one. Love and light, act with care. Before we send any words out there, before we judge anyone, before we judge anyone, be very mindful, because what we are putting out there is feeding whatever is going on. It's definitely not feeding the light. When we all come together in love and feel that love for each other and flood the earth with light, we are being asked to act with care and this beautiful galactic being here. Showering us with love. They're here helping us and guiding us and are part of our ascension of Mother Earth, ascension of each of us. So be mindful, be aware of the thoughts and the feelings that we are, our core vibration, whatever it is we are resonating within, that is going out. It will strengthen the light or feed the dark. We're being asked by the Galactic Masters of Light to be careful, to focus on light. The more we focus on light, whatever we focus on expands. We have all the help, the heavenly help that we require to do this. So we have 26, 6, 32, 38, 38, 42, 57. So that's 10, 11, 12, 3 again. We keep getting, we are going through this creating now. We are actually creating, and we're creating it for our grandchildren, our children, our grandchildren, and all the generations to come. That's how important it is for those beautiful children of ours, our grandchildren, to really focus on love more than ever, to create the world of freedom for them to grow up in. So I'm sending so much love, and thank you so much for listening. God bless. Thank you.